Welcome back to the PowerBase tutorial series. I am Josue Guillen with the Progressive Technology Project, and today we're going to look at users and how you give your people access to the database and how they can change their own password. If you are an administrator for PowerBase, we use Drupal as a content management system with CiviCRM, and this menu item gives you access to the Drupal menus. And so clicking on administer from this menu gives you all of the Drupal options, and there is a section called user management. I will point out the permissions to let you know that we have configured PowerBase with the proper permissions for an anonymous user and an authenticated user so that people can unsubscribe or they can make online contributions without having access to your database. And then we've set up a handful of different permission levels for people who should be able to administer PowerBase and people who should not have administrator privileges. So those are things to review. My recommendation is to create a user that is a PowerBase user and log in as that user and see what is available and what is not. And if you need to make changes, definitely reach out to us. We can help. But just wanted to point out the permissions. Additionally, the roles are the ones you just saw, anonymous, authenticated, and we have PowerBase administrator and PowerBase user. CiviCRM is a user that we use to do some of the automated jobs behind the scenes. And then what we have are users. And so you would come to users. Here's a list of the users on this system. You would click add user, and this is where you would create the new user. Give your staff person a username. Lots of organizations have particular connotations, first initial, last name, the email address that the person uses, which can be very, very handy if you've forgotten your password and you want to reset it and you don't want to bother the administrator. You can have the system do that for you if the email address is properly set in here, and you can set a password for someone. I usually create an account and do a very simple password and then have the person automatically update that. And so you want to choose a role for the person, notify user of a new account so that they get an email address, and then put in the first name and their last name. This will create a record in the database for this particular person. If they're already in the database with an email address, it will connect that record with this user, and then you create a new account. And you should always verify once you create that account that the role has been set properly. There are many you can edit and make sure that the role is reset, or you can use the mechanisms on this page to make all these people PowerBase users, and you can update, but just make sure that the role is set properly. Additionally, if you want to change your password, and this is something that you walk your users through, clicking on here, every user will have the My Account link. If you click on My Account, you get taken to your particular page for your user, and if you click on Edit, you then have the ability to enter in a password and confirm that password, and scroll down to the bottom and click Save, and you've changed your password.